Okay, okay, 1, 2. Oh, it cracked. Oh, it cracked. Waiting, feeling like I'm waiting. Modern times.
Hello there guys, and my name's Keris Hopkins, and today we're going to be interviewing the one, the only Dee Bryan. She's a makeup artist, she's an art director, and she's an up-and-coming photographer. She's been published in OK magazine, and believe you me, Cardiff knows who's coming. So here's Dee Bryan. So Dee Bryan, welcome on the sofa. First of all, can I just ask, how do you manage balancing being a single mum, a photographer, art director and a makeup artist all in one?
Balance.
Yeah, how do you manage?
I think it's all about balance, having a good balance and making sure that my son is looked after
Yeah.
by my mum.
Yeah.
She's got send, and making sure that I've got everything written down. I know what I'm doing. I know where I am. Diary
Yeah.
is a must.
Yeah.
And just in general, just making myself better organised.
Organised. So are you a really organised person?
Well, I try to be.
Try to be.
Yeah, I leave little stickies everywhere and things like that, but I'm as organised as I can be.
As you possibly, because I mean you've got a really busy, hectic lifestyle.
Yes.
From shooting music videos to the photo shoots. You've recently been published in OK magazine. Well done. That's
Thank you.
really good. So how do you feel about that?
Amazed, because it's nice. It's such a good feeling anyway that I'm from nowhere, you know, so to be published in OK magazine so early on in the stages,
Yeah.
I think it's a really big thing for me anyway.
Of course.
So I'm literally trying my hardest to make sure that, it doesn't go to my head or anything. I'm not one of those people,
No.
but it's just to make sure that in general I appreciate. Yes, I'm very grateful.
But can I ask, I know you're self-taught.
Yes.
How did this work out? How can you teach yourself to do, I've seen your shoots, I've seen your photos, they're fantastic. How can you just teach yourself to do that?
As with anything, it's really hard. I just basically started from nowhere. I just was fed up in work that, well, I've got dyslexia, so I was a bit fed up, and I thought to myself, right, I need to do something about myself.
Yeah.
I need to do something and choose a career that I can do.
Yeah.
So as I was doing, some makeup and makeup artist as well, I was doing that on the side. So I met a great, fantastic guy called David Manton from Photodrome Studios, and he nurtured me and said, there's a camera, go shoot.
Yeah.
So basically, I had to borrow a camera off him. Was it a Nikon back then, which I'm a Canon lover.
Yeah.
But and I shot an event that was going on that night. Came back with the photos, and they turned out to be amazing. And from then on, I've been pushed then even more to do this after seeing that I've got a bit of an eye for it.
Yeah.
So I just moved on and just literally.
Yeah. So I noticed as well that a lot of the Welsh press has picked up on your talent, and obviously you've been featured quite a lot in the newspapers and things. How does that feel? Because really you've come from nothing, and at the moment now you're escalating, getting bigger and bigger all the time. Obviously requests are coming in, for photo shoots for yourself. How does that feel?
Amazing. It feels absolute. I'm not one of those people anyway that like to be thrust into the limelight. I'm not one of those people who, I don't like fame and things like that. I just prefer to just be able to get on with my work and to achieve goals and things like that in my life that are personal to me. So when I'm actually, in magazines and different things like that, it makes me feel just overwhelmed, really. I'm a humble person anyway, so I don't need or want a lot. So when I first started shooting, it was just with a Canon 400, and you know, megapixel wasn't that great, but I just thought, do you know what, I'm going to use what I've got.
Yeah.
And use the environment, things like that around me. So that's what I did, and it worked for the best, really, because I've got some of my best images from then,
Yeah.
you know, that I can think of anyway,
Yeah.
just through raw talent, which is something that's been highlighted by quite a few people, is the fact that I haven't been to uni. So, and it is genuinely from the heart when I shoot, so
Yeah.
it's not something that's been enforced anyway, and it's not something that somebody has literally taught me, and I've been told not to lose that rawness, so
Yeah,
I
yeah.
refuse.
And I know as well that you've managed to source a lot of really good models from,
Yeah.
you know, the South Wales area.
Yeah.
So you've got an eye for that. You've got an eye for finding talent. So what kind of thing do you look for in the models that you use for your shoots?
Versatility. Somebody that can be really versatile. If you're not versatile, so it means you can't laugh, you can't cry, you can't act, I suppose, on demand,
Yeah.
then, you know, I much prefer somebody that can do those things than somebody who's really stagnant and a bit lost for movement. And then obviously, it's the same with anything, you know, I'm looking at what other people are going to be looking at as well. So
Yeah.
somebody with, you know, a good figure on them, fit,
Yeah.
you know, that can handle the pace a bit. Could be an all-day shoot, and, you know, it could be windy, it could be that, you know, nature could be against us. So I much prefer somebody who's up for the challenge.
Yeah. Now I know you do like to shoot where Gavin and Stacey filmed in Barry Island. What's this about then, Dee? On the beach on Barry Island?
Well, one of them, as you know, was with yourself. Because I can make it look like the Caribbean.
Yeah, because you've got that talent. But I mean, no one would ever look at the photos and think that's shot in Barry Island, would they? 'Cause I mean, you put a lot of work.
I wouldn't exactly say a lot of work into it, because it's quite easy using some of the techniques that we've got right now
Yeah.
with these for Photoshop to be able to achieve those looks. I try and stay away too much. I don't, you know, airbrush skin, you know, like most people do. I use a different technique because I think the naturalness still needs to be there. I've just shot a lovely model called Amanda now, and we based it on her freckles.
Yeah.
Because it's just lovely. I like natural things and the natural ability. I don't like to see shots that are too over edited. You know, but when you're shooting outside in places like Barry Island, I mean, you can make it look really well without overdoing it.
Yeah, good. Obviously because of the talent. I guess.
Because of the talent.
So can I ask, what kind of photographers do you look up to? Not aspire to be, because I know obviously you're, you know, very much individual talent yourself. You don't aspire to be anyone. But what kind of photographers do you look to and they think their photos are amazing? And
obviously, my mentor,
yeah,
David Manton, he's, you know, a astounding photographer.
yeah,
Really knows his stuff. And then on the other side of it, then I really look up to, I love Russell James's work. I think it's fantastic what he does with Victoria's Secret models.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely amazing. And my mother.
your mum.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my mother, because she was a photographer
Was she
herself.
really?
Yeah. She obviously did film
Yeah,
or film. So she's pretty raw herself.
yeah.
So obviously I look up to her a great deal.
But I know you do actually do photo shoots for the normal ladies as well, not just models or Victoria's Secret girls.
That's right.
She does do photo shoots for the normal girls, or people who actually just would like to feel good about themselves and want to have a shoot with yourself. I mean, I know you make people feel very much at ease, and how do you manage to do that?
I think it's because I'm the sort of person who likes to feel at ease. I like to know where I am. I like people that are nice and genuine.
Yeah.
And I feel that's the way that I am to other people. You know, you dish out what you want to receive back. So I think it's important that with models, with people, with anything that you shoot, that you have the natural ability to be able to just make them feel comfortable and confident about themselves. In my eyes, as I always quote, everyone has their own beauty, it's just not everyone sees it, because I believe that's a true fact.
Yeah, that's a lovely, lovely saying. But does it matter really if anyone's actually interested in having a shoot with you? Does it matter the size or the confidence that they've got with themselves?
Not at all. And I think it's lovely when you have somebody that comes to you and they some way, shape or form in their life they've been beaten down with a stick by somebody, and they just want a photo shoot to make themselves feel better and good about themselves. And I love it when I get those type of shoots, just to see their face. I mean, some of them cry, some of them, you know, so happy, and you know, I just love to see that, and I think that gives me self-worth, and that makes me feel as if I've done an amazing job. So it doesn't matter to me.
It's quite rewarding.
It is rewarding, definitely. Yeah.
So what's in the future for Dee Bryan?
In the future for me, well, obviously I've got a few things up and coming right now. I've got Cardiff Mardi Gras, so hopefully I should be on stage shooting there. Obviously a few other models in the pipeline which are really good, pushing out there at the moment, because I think they're going to make it, you know, definitely going to make it. And I guess people are just going to have to watch and see.
Brilliant. Okay. Well, obviously that's a little bit more about Dee Bryan, and hopefully you can check out her website, which is
www.deebryan.co.uk.
And if you're interested in a shoot, give her a shout or look at the website. The photos are fantastic. But thank you very much, Dee.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.